Really stoked about this record 35 years later. Fancy Playlist, March 18th, 1983. Did not hear this record often enough on the radio. The top 40 stations in this market coming into Tuscaloosa were very conservative, and they hardly played this record. It's a nice dance record, a new wave dance record. Whirly Girl. Anybody remember Whirly Girl by OXO? It's at number 46, up 2 from 48 on my fantasy playlist, March 18th, 1983. Now, this group, yes, it was formed by a producer. He was a session musician, a songwriter. His name was I'll just pronounce it as Ish Angel Ledesma. Ledesma, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. Ledesma. I'll just pronounce it as Ledesma or Ledesma. Ledesma was the lead singer of Foxy. Remember Foxy from the disco era? They had Get Off back in the fall of 1978, the suggestive Get Off. And then in the winter, spring of 1979, they came back with Hot Number. Remember Hot Number? Formed by this guy, Ish Angel Ledesma was a session musician in Miami back in the early 70s, early to mid 70s. He played guitar. He played guitar on the song, remember Rocking Chair by Gwen McRae, spring 1975. He played guitar. Boy, that was a rocking R&B soul record. And he formed this group OXO, along with three other fellows. There was guitarist Orlando Nunez, I'm probably mispronouncing their names, Frank Garcia, bass guitar player, and oh my goodness, I messed up writing this guy's name. The drummer Freddie AWOL or something like that. I apologize. I'm just my writing is chicken scratch. I just maybe I should type it out. But anyway, these three guys became members of OXO, and they had this song "Whirly Girl." Now, supposedly, "Whirly Girl" was about Ledesma's wife, and legend has it that it was originally called "Worldly Girl." But "Whirly Girl" it's so cool. It sounds like a dance. And I didn't know this, but it started some kind of phenomenon called knacking. Knacking is when you extend your arm out, your palms open, and you just swing it around. You just synchronize it to the beat of the music without hitting another dancer. A couple of things that I learned from YouTube comments. Sometimes you find some pretty nifty information on these YouTube comments. As of a few years ago, Orlando Nunez, the guitarist, he's still singing down in Florida, Hollywood Beach. And also learned that the dancer in the video, Deborah Jensen, I believe is her name, Gennnsen, again, trying to decipher my chicken scratch. She was a dancer on Solid Gold. Remember Solid Gold back in the 80s? I believe Marilyn McCoo actually hosted that show at one time. Gosh dog it, man. Wow, 80s. It's a classic 80s dance record. Went to number 28 on Billboard's Hot 100 in case I haven't mentioned that already. And it's at number 46 on my fantasy playlist. It was a shame it's a shame it wasn't played more often here in this market. But on my fantasy playlist nonetheless of March 18th, 1983.